We've had a series of violent incidents in Coventry so far in 2019 and at the back end of 2018, including stabbings and shootings. Should people in the city be worried by what's going on?
I think they should understandably be concerned. I'm worried. I'm the commander. I worry about the safety of all of the people in Coventry. I wouldn't say they need to be alarmed though. I think I'd want them to feel reassured that almost a promise to them that we are doing absolutely everything in our power. So tactically and operationally, we're out in the streets doing everything we can with all of our resources. So I would want them to be alert and aware of their surroundings, but not specifically overly concerned or worried.
You recently had a violent summit here
Yes.
in the city with yourselves and other organisations, so we know that that's happened. So what else are you sort of proactively doing to sort of tackle these problems?
Okay, so as we are a regional priority at the moment from the force perspective, so we're getting a lot of additional resources from the force moving into Coventry, which is welcome support from my perspective. We have an operation specifically targeting the city centre and Hillfields, which is where we're getting a lot more of our violence, a bit of a violence hotspot for us. It's probably fair to say that that's been really effective. So we've deployed dogs, drones, additional officers, plainclothes work. We've seized substantial amounts of Class A drugs. We've probably, I think, just in that area around this particular issue, arrested a minimum of about 30 to 40 people. So we've had some really great proactive arrests, but that work continues across the broader city as well as through our neighbouring teams, our response function. So yeah, there's a lot of great proactive work happening, and actually what we have seen within the area we've invested those resources, the violence has managed to plateau and come down a little bit.
You talked obviously about help of resources and other help from within the force.
Yeah.
Are there sort of any other bodies, sort of like the NCA or anyone like that, who you sort of talked with to help out?
Yeah, absolutely. So I work really closely with the Regional Organised Crime Unit, and they're our conduit into the National Crime Agency, the NCA. So they're doing a lot of work with us, and we, working with the Regional Organised Crime Unit, have the highest level of organised criminal disruptions across the region are happening in Coventry. So we're doing some brilliant work with ROCU and the NCA.
Funding cutbacks is something that everyone knows about. We know numbers have been depleted, not just Coventry police forces, everywhere. Is it too obvious to say that that is a clear knock-on effect to maybe seeing a rise in incidents in the city?
I think if you were to say to me, Mike, do you want some more resources to solve the problem? I'd go, absolutely, I'd snap your hand off. So is it making my job really difficult? Yes. Is it part of the problem? Definitely. Is it the only reason that we're seeing increases in crime and violence? No, it isn't. But if more resources were available to me, I would very, very thankfully take them.
In the same vein as that, people often say that the sentences handed out by the courts are often too lenient for the offences they're involved with. Obviously, I know that's something that the force don't directly have a say in, but again, do you think that's something that is maybe, it's not seen as a deterrent too much for criminals?
I think it's difficult. I think on the whole, when I look at some of the serious criminals that we send to court around some of the high-level violence, shootings, stabbings, etc., that on the whole their sentence seems proportionate, seems about right. Every now and again you get one that's stands out, and the press will latch onto that, and I do think sometimes that causes concern in the community, but on the whole I'd suggest that sentencing is about right.